Hi, I'm Dragos, co-founder and CEO of Holotech. What you're seeing next to me is my avatar, or better said, one of my avatars that's being brought to life by our software called Animaze. The reason we are focusing on live avatars is because we want to help people connect better. My background is in game development, and I've seen this happening many times. People stepping into the shoes of a character leave behind a lot of their communication-related anxieties. They feel less judged because how they look is customizable. So anything related to appearance ceases to be a detrimental factor. Now, it is true when we do embody a digital identity, in the past, we used to lose the advantages of face-to-face interaction. So that's what we're trying to address with live avatars. We lift these emotions from our faces and hopefully engage our brains in a very similar way in which it gets engaged in normal face-to-face interaction. But we also have all the benefits of a digital identity. Animaze is a software service meant to be a one-stop shop for transforming yourself into an avatar. Whether you're an individual or working in a marketing department of a large business, Animaze will help you become an avatar using the hardware that you already have and giving you content that you can deploy on the platforms that you're already using. We are focusing on making this as simple as possible while retaining a lot of power and optionality in terms of how you source your avatar content. So how does Animaze work? For instance, in the case of a Zoom call, instead of hooking your webcam to the Zoom app, you send your webcam input to the Animaze app. Animaze does its face tracking and emotion tracking and creates the avatar that mimics your expressions and emotions, and then sends that video feed with the avatar to the Zoom app. The notion of presenting to the world an idealized version of the self, either via digital avatars or some other means, it's not a concept that's specific to the recent Metaverse initiative. Humans in general have been trying to idealize and improve their appearance even before the digital age. With avatars, we serve this need in new ways that are less expensive, less risky, more convenient, and with an almost limitless ceiling in terms of what's possible, but it's not something new. One of the key differences, though, from earlier attempts in this space, such as the avatars in Second Life, is that we put more focus on lifting your own expressions and emotions from your face and making sure they read on the face of your avatar. This is an important part of human communication, as pressing a button to make an avatar smile does not activate our neural pathways in quite the same way as actually smiling, and it does not provide the same benefits. So as we transition into this avatar communication world, we need to make sure that we're not throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Ever since we've started working on live avatars, we've had the opportunity to be part of a lot of exciting projects. So I hope I'm not upsetting anyone by restricting this answer to just 4 recent collaborations. On the Avatar Creator Engine side, we loved working with the Ready Player Me team to bring their avatars to life in Animaze. We're also honored to be part of the L'Oreal Beauty Tech Atelier program at Station F for reimagining beauty tech for the Metaverse. On the hardware side, we had a blast adding Elgato Stream Deck support to Animaze. On the sports influencer side, we loved bringing to life Mavrelo Bolovic, the unofficial owner of the Dallas Mavericks NBA team. But wait, there's more. Now, speaking of sneak peeks of future collaborations, happy to intro MSI's very own Lucky Dragon. Him and his friend the Thunderbird will be making their way to you more will be revealed soon. But we had a great time working with a great team at MSI, bringing the Lucky Dragon and Thunderbird to life. Aside from serving as idealized identities, I trust we'll be seeing more avatar celebrities that will not make their agent facepalm when they slap somebody at the Oscar. I think we'll be seeing more brand spokespersons that can be driven by different actors in different geos, standardized support agents, and even live company mascots. We've designed Animaze to be pretty easy to use, so transforming yourself into an avatar shouldn't take a lot of work. You can always head down to animaze.us, download the latest version and start playing with it. We have a lot of helpful tutorials, but if you need a bit of handholding, here's an overview of the interface. On the left hand side you have the main buttons, and the first one is the avatar gallery. So let me switch to this guy over here. Now, because this one is part of our personas character creation system, I get a lot more customization on him. I can change like jaw shape, I can change eyebrow color, eyebrow shape, type of eyes. So there's a lot of things that can be customized on these avatars. If we want to save, of course, we're being asked if you want to save or replace. Let's replace the edit that I've done on this guy. Now, you're not limited to the avatars that we provide to you in the gallery. You can always import more, either from external avatar creator engines such as Ready Player Me, or just build bespoke avatars using industry standard tools such as Blender or Maya. Next, you have the backdrops gallery. Here you can set up your scene and lighting. For instance, let me pick up this forest background. Here you can go through a few lighting presets that we have. Some of them will match, some of them will not match what you have in the background. So it's up to you to customize your lighting. One other interesting functionality that we have here is the dynamic lighting. So that enables me to source the contents of one of my monitors and turn that into a light source. So I have with me here this looping set of colors. That's actually a video playing on one of my monitors, and that video is a new light source for my avatar. This is particularly useful if you want to showcase your avatar in a live setting and you want the avatar to seem that it's integrated and the light on it reacts to whatever is happening around. For instance, if you go to an expo, having a camera filming the surroundings is an excellent way to light your avatar as if they are at the scene. Now, moving on from backgrounds and lighting, I don't want to save all these settings. Going back to the defaults. So then you have the props button, and here you can play with all sorts of hats, props, mustaches to make your avatar a bit more interesting. And of course, all of that is customizable as well. And voices, don't want to save the prop. Then you have the voice effects button, and here you can change your voice to sound a bit differently. Then you have the modes button, just in case you want to emphasize certain aspect with graphical elements. For instance, when you're confused, you can spawn some question marks. Going further, you have the special actions where you can trigger all sorts of animations that don't get tracked from just the webcam, such as a shrug. Or you can also activate poses that aren't reliably tracked, such as puffing your cheeks. Now, going further, you also have the ability to save any of those presets and combinations of avatars, props, backgrounds, so you can quickly switch between them. And more functionality specifically related to your streaming channel, but we'll get into that later, or you can visit the documentation on animaze.us for more information. Okay, so that concludes most of the base functionality that you will find in the left-hand sidebar. Now, assuming that you've chosen the background, the lighting, and let's say the avatar that you want to use, the question remains now, how do you get this video out of Animaze? And there are two ways in which you can do that. The first method is for interactive avatars. You simply click Enable Virtual Camera. And what that does is now on your system, you have a virtual webcam driver called the Animaze Virtual Camera. And in there, you will find this video feed. Like you can simply select the Animaze Virtual Camera either on Teams, on Google Meets, on Zoom, and this video feed will be present there. For creating more produced videos, there is another way. You can go here under Screen Capture and Record, select Record Mocap Data, and what that does is it captures your acting performance as motion capture data. You can save that file by clicking Stop and selecting a folder to save it to disk. So after you've saved the mocap data file to disk, you can simply export it as a high quality video file by using the Animaze Video Exporter. And in the Animaze Video Exporter, you will find a lot of settings enabling you to fine-tune the export just the way you like it. Now, that wraps up the overview of the Animaze UI. For more in-detail information about tuning your motion capture space, you can of course access the information that we are making available via animaze.us, or just use the app and play with the settings. Until then, happy streaming and see you in the metaverse.